Hey, have you ever stopped to think, why do video games have music? Probably not, right? And even if the answer seems as simple as just to add something to listen to so you don't sit in silence, there's quite a lot to music in its entirety. Whether it's a mobile game that repeats the same simple soundtrack or a video game with a full orchestra, music plays a pivotal role in gaming and entertainment. But why exactly is this the case? The case is that music is used to set the pace and suck players into the game, to make a sense of immersion and block out the outside world to make people more focused into it and not be distracted. This unsurprisingly helps a person focus and become better at said game due to being enamored by the game they're playing, boosting productivity and mood. The world goes away, the music takes you to another world, and that's the glory of video games. However, that's not to say it's as simple as just slap some instruments and bam, you've got a solid game, because this relaxing beach music doesn't seem to fit in with the final boss of a game, and vice versa with intense music over a nice stroll down the park. If I were to play some music, you could easily identify where it'd fit in without even knowing the game at all. Immersion, as understood here, is a sense of being in a game, where a person's thoughts, attentions and goals are all focused in and around the game, and is also often viewed as critical to game enjoyment and regarded as the outcome of a good gaming experience. Video game audio aims to combine usability with presence and emergence of a fictional game world. The overall soundscape contributes to a sense of presence or even immersion in a game by creating an illusion of the game world as an actual space. People will tend to enjoy a game a lot more if they can feel like they're experiencing it for real. That's why a lot of games seem to have dark emotional themes, to allow people to relate and forget about those thoughts and feelings while understanding them more. This doesn't just apply to video games, but also music as a whole. Instruments in our minds just have a specific mood, and this is dependent on the note and sound of said instrument. Take the drums for an example. They sound quite grand and are in your face. These can signify importance or a higher level of power, while something like a slide whistle or clarinet can signify something less serious or silly. The volume of a song also impacts the mood of the scene it's in. Quieter music tones will slowly creep into your ears and become something you remember and expect to hear, making it more enjoyable as you know what to expect and when to relax. The opposite of this spectrum is loud music, which usually signifies danger, or something intense which allows your body to adapt and boost your adrenaline. When you think of a song, what's the most memorable part of it? For most people, it's the chorus. A chorus acts as the main part of the song that's easily repeatable and can be linked right to the song immediately. Games use these choruses to add repetition into songs without it getting boring or annoying. Some songs use the chorus to completely change your expectations. For example, in Final Fantasy VII, every song is quite MIDI-like, and then once you reach Sephiroth, the chorus brings in an entire choir and throws you off completely while still keeping the same aspects in the rest of the soundtrack. It's quite a powerful moment. This section of the script is quite short, but I'll try to explain it as best as I can. Have you ever been playing a game and suddenly it's several hours past the time you wanted to stop? That's the effect of time distortion. Time distortion is immersion that involved losing track of time or being unconscious of the passage of time, and as such, when people intensively immersed at something, the perceptions of time would become distorted and the sense of time would slip by them. The perception of elapsed time can be measured under two criteria: prospective and retrospective. Prospective is when a person is aware that they need to make a time estimate before experiencing gameplay. Retrospective is when a person is needed to monitor time passing while playing. There are tons of games that use music in a great way to convey emotions and feelings, however, due to lack of time, they won't all be listed. However, there is an example I would like to mention, that being Celeste. Celeste is a lovely game with an even more lovely soundtrack. The game seems to nail every track perfectly, as players may be trying to complete the same sections over and over again, trying to get the precision and timing of jumps just right to make it through. It's a game where dying will happen a lot. It happens quickly, and it puts you right back on your feet again to try instantly. This is where the music shines its best, as if the music speaks to the player themselves, encouraging you to keep going and push yourself to beat the challenge.